So, am I the only one who remembers Stoked? Honestly, I don't hear a lot of people talk about Stoked. For those of you who might not know, Stoked was a Canadian-American cartoon that aired on Cartoon Network and Teletoon, the sister channel to Cartoon Network. The show was about a group of teens who are spending the whole summer working at Surfers Paradise Ridgemont Resort in Sunset Island on the Sunset Beach, the best beach to surf in the whole of North America, located in the Pacific North, British Columbia, Canada, aka Surfers Paradise. Stoked is composed of 6 main characters as well as a handful of supporting cast members. Reef is the new hotel surf instructor. He's a pretty self-centered, cocky guy who's also a ladies' man. I mean, the guy has a new girlfriend lined up every episode, and I'm positive he has ADHD. Finn, on the other hand, was supposed to be the original surf instructor, but lost the job to Reef and now has to do housekeeping. Finn is the competitive tomboy type, but don't get it twisted, she flaunts her femininity. Lo is the daughter of Mr. Ridgemont, the man who owns the Ridgemont Hotel, so like all rich girls, she's a daddy's girl and she gets what she wants. Emma is the worst surfer in the group. She's just started surfing, but she's pretty passionate about it and that's why she's always getting better. Bro Siv is a bro. Okay, I'll stop. He's a native who's working as a bellhop at the resort and has a disdain for competitive surfing. And then there's Johnny, the vet. He's worked at the resort for previous summers, so he knows all the ins and outs of Ridgemont. Overall, he's a cool guy, but very self-deprecating, and he has a crush on Emma. Oh, and we obviously can't forget about Wipeout. Stoked is an episodic series that follows the day-to-day lives of our main cast and the trials and tribulations they go through working at the Ridgemont just to be able to surf. But even though it's episodic, there is still a main goal, the Gromfest surfing tournament. But let's hold off on that just yet. The show kicks off with Reef, Finn, and Emma all arriving at the resort and talking about how they're so excited to be there. We later then cut to Lo, who's just woken up to find out that the massive party she threw the night before, which trashed the poolside area of the resort and ended up with her Jeep in the pool, has been broadcasted on national news. As Finn and the others are around the hotel, they quickly find it's not all sunshine and rainbows as Andrew Bummer, aka Bummer, puts them to work, having them clean out the mess from the party. Lo is now trying to cover up her mess and clean up the penthouse before her father, Mr. Ridgemont, comes home. But she soon finds out her father is done with all her games. So as a last ditch effort to teach her some responsibility and quote unquote the value of $1, he kicks her out of the penthouse and makes her work under Bummer for the rest of the summer as a waitress living in the employees' barracks. The remainder of the episode is the crew getting to know one another as they all come together to clean up the mess made the night before, courtesy of Lo's party. As the crew get acquainted with their new jobs and responsibilities, the show is much more episodic, but there are still some previous narratives upheld. The second episode focuses on who Bummer will fire because for some reason within the first week he fires the Grom with the lowest evaluation score, even though they're pretty understaffed, and he does it in such a suspenseful manner you'd think you're watching Total Drama Island or something. The third episode, titled Bored and Confused, is one of my favorites. It's an initiation episode where the Groms are hazed in order to be able to surf the fabled Office, a separate secluded beach on the other side of the resort with the best waves. Access is only granted to Groms who pass the initiation process, which is just them having to do whatever the senior members ask them to do, whether it be eating worms and grasshoppers or surfing while covered in petroleum jelly. Anything goes. As basic and cliche some of these episodes are, I still love them and they represent the show. Just like 16 and Total Drama Island, Stoked for the most part is pretty self-aware and it doesn't take itself too seriously. It knows what it is and it's true to it. It's a dumb fun time. Stoked only lasted for 2 seasons, and with Gromfest happening so abruptly, I'm guessing it had to do with low ratings. I remember being a kid and wanting to be a surfer because of Stoked. Even though I live in the Midwest and I've still never been to a beach, I still have surfing down on my bucket list, and I hope to even make it a hobby if I like it enough. So what do you guys think about Stoked? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you stuck around till now, please hit that like and subscribe button for me. It really means a lot. Till next time.